Okay, so welcome back for another weekly eBay recap. As you see by the tabs open, we did pretty good this week, other than these last four here. Those are not sales, those are inventory. But still, very good week. Met the goal of $100 after eBay fees every week, so that's good. So first, we're gonna start off with these three from Illinois that sold all together. This Belvedere, Arlington Heights, and Nora Northwest Fire in Rockford. All three of these sold together, same to the same buyer, same order, and I refunded him the shipping difference on those. Once again, a lot of these are out of the lot of 200. If they're not, you'll see the start time of the listing. If it's in like the last 2 weeks here of April, it's out of the lot of 200. If it's before then, it's from something else. This I don't even remember what it's from, but it's Parma, Ohio for $4.99. This Shelby Township for $5.99. There's two different versions of this. I have one that's a fire medic, and then I think it's just the fire department. So this the fire medic one that sold. Carrington, North Dakota for $5.99. Denver, Colorado for $3.99. Athol, Massachusetts for $5.99. Bernastard, Massachusetts for $6.99. Bodega Bay, California for $6.99. Bayou Cane, Louisiana for $6.99. Town of Hamburg, Police for $7.99. This was something I got. It was an auction for three different Town of Hamburg police ones. This is the one I already had, and I kept the other two, so I just sold this one off for, as you can see, for $7.99. This one went local, and actually, I forgot to open the tab for it, but I'm bidding on an auction that's for a different town that has a different Town of Hamburg one in it. That I'll show you here when we're done. I forgot to open that tab for it. Cascade County, Utah, $6.99. Garfield Heights, Ohio for $3.99. I've had this one for quite a while, as you can see, November 1st. This was back quite a long time ago that I've had this one. These two Florida ones sold together, Bonita Springs, and this one with the dolphin and swordfish on it. I'm not going to even try and pronounce that town. So $6.99, $6.99 each on those. Next is for the state of Tennessee EMT IV technician or IV therapy ambulance patch. Sold that for $6.99. Coburg, Oregon for $5.99. This one sold pretty quick from when I listed it. Baycliff, Texas for $6.99. And then Hazmat Response Team for $5.99. Or actually, no, this didn't sell for $5.99. This sold for 10% off offer. This one was with a different one that actually was Montgomery, Alabama, and it's the same. The Montgomery one is the same style as this. That silver with the silver text, the back black background, black or blue, I guess, kind of depends. Well, depends on the lighting. But this sold for the 10% off. Next is Borough of Towana in Passaic County, New Jersey. Took best offer on this one at $5.99 or $5. I want to say this listed for $7.99 best offer. Took best offer of $5 on it. So that's that. Next is this Hudson County, New Jersey. Fire and police pipes and drums. Took the best offer of $7 on this one. This was out of that pipes and drums lot that I picked up. And originally, a lot of these I put to auction, I think starting at $5.99. Whatever didn't sell, I put is buy it now for $14.99 or best offer. A lot of them I've gone down. I went down and reduced to $9.99 with best offer on it still, and then this I got sent the offer of 7 on this one. So that is that. So that's that on the pipes and drum stuff. Still still making good money at the even at that $7.99. These next two sold together. This Segan Texas Fire and EMS, and this Georgia one here for $6.99, and then $5.99 to a very repeat buyer. She's bought from me plenty. Has bought plenty from me. So hold on a second. So next is a City of Tonawanda one. This came out of that auction that I was looking at last week. That or at the end of the last video, that auction that I was looking at that was ending, I did end up winning it. This was in it. This was one that I had just listed. I had listed right away, because actually in that lot there was 2 different ones. You'll see 2 different City of Tonawanda ones, and I already have a City of Tonawanda one from a different auction. Obviously I already have one of these in my personal collection, which is why I listed it. So that's the first one out of that to sell. Alright, so next, this is actually the last thing that is sold. This Albion Little River, California, for $5.99. This is the last thing that sold. This Jacksonville one sent off my usual 10% off offer. The buyer accepted it but hasn't paid yet, so that's that. So that's all the sales from last week. Next, as you can see here, I won the auction. It didn't go for much higher than what it was ending on. So, and there you can see the 2 City of Tonawanda ones, which is why I listed that one instantly. Then I did the sell similar, which you can only do when it's when you actually list it. I wanted to keep them separate because the one is dirtier than the other one, which is why I kept them separate. So these are in the queue of stuff to be listed. As you can see, I won this lot as well. But these ones right here, you can see these kind of ones on the end that seem super dirty and well used. Right here on the end, those smell of mold and mildew pretty bad, and then and because those ones smell like it so bad, and these were all packaged together in the same box, they all just about all of them smell like mold and mildew. So I did yesterday on some of those ones specifically. I sprayed them with Febreze to see if that will kind of kill the smell. I haven't checked up on them to see if that actually did anything. Next is this little lot of 20 police patches for $25. I picked it up right here for this Olean one and this New York State University public safety police patch. I picked it up for these 2 ones. This Genesee County Corrections I already have. It's pretty common, especially in his lots. I've bought a couple other of his lots before, and actually I think that's where I got it the first time. And like this Humane Officer, I've gotten that out of his ones before. This Laredo, Texas one, I have one. I don't remember if I did actually end up selling it. I do remember it was back in, I want to say about the end of November. I sent my usual 10% off offer to a guy. He accepted. He never paid. I ended up canceling the order. Then he messaged me, and then he said he would have paid in like 2 weeks. It would have been like 2 weeks away that he would have paid or whatever. And I didn't relist it right away because I didn't want to pay the I had ran out of my free listings, and I didn't want to pay for it, so I didn't end up relisting it till about December. He never did end up actually buying it again after that. So I think I still have it listed. This one right here, I recognize this one. I've had it before. I sold the other one that I've had out of it. And nothing else is out of here. Nothing else in this is special. And then these, I'm pretty sure I showed you last video. These, I'm waiting on. These are in transit. These should have been here by now, but the post office borderline lost them. Or at least I was starting to think they might have lost them. Because it was back on the 12th is when they were last received. I think they were last scanned when they were leaving, I don't know, the Oklahoma City distribution center. They were leaving, I think is what it was, and then it wasn't until yesterday, the 17th, that they were scanned again, and they're in, I think, Memphis, at the distribution center over there, and then in theory they'll be, I don't know, coming up here either to Rochester or the Buffalo distribution center to come to me. So this will just be added to the queue, along with these will be added to the queue. These, once they stop smelling, added to the queue, and then these are I have all the listings, pretty much all the listings made up, ready to go. I'm still going through the lot of 200, the 233, still going through listing those. I do the drafts, and then I'll list about 10 of them each day. I'll go through the drafts and publish them there. So next, I'll show you. This is how I keep track of. This is how I keep track of what sold, and what lot it came out of, like the fees and profit, and all that. So, cha-ching, cha-ching. And it'll do it twice because it'll do it for the actual what they actually paid for, and then the total amount. I sold Ashburnham, Massachusetts is one I actually just listed. Speaking of the lot of about 10 listings a day, that's something actually I just listed. So, but anyways, as you can see, this is how I label them. So this one, it's number 1. This was the very first lot of stuff I ever got that was mostly for a personal collection. It was actually one of his auctions, actually, and he's local. He's a Buffalo firefighter, recently promoted to lieutenant of ladder 10. He was on Rescue 1. A lot of local guys will know who I'm talking about if you're into the Buffalo Fire Service. So, but anyways, and then this is what the cost is each, and then for a while there I was going through and listing out everything that was in it. I don't do that anymore. Like with that lot of 233, that would have been way too time consuming. Oops, misspelled Hamburg. So, but like you can see, I have the lot of 200 listed right here. And then right here, this is the last time I did the tally, $204.52 of gross profit. And then obviously there's a couple other ones after it. But that's just how I keep track of inventory. That's how I keep track of what it came out of, and when it sells, I'll put it in that category. So that's how I keep track of that. So I will give me a second here. I will pull up that listing that. Alrighty, so here's that auction that I was talking about. They had the town of Hamburg patch in it. As you can see, I've been outbid at the moment here, which is kind of good. So that way, being outbid, it works out. I shouldn't have to worry about, being the one that's the winning bid, thinking I'm going to win this free and clear, no problems, and then in the last 5 seconds, 10 seconds, getting outbid, and you can't even react to it. Of course, I've done that plenty of times to other people. Don't like it happening to me, but that's just how auctions go. So you can see these are a bunch of nothing other patches I don't care about. New Zealand, I don't like getting international ones. Those very, 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 very small market for it. Other than that, this one on the end might be something. This one right there, Metro Parks Police. I don't think that's not U.S. either. But anyways, that's one of the newer Town of Hamburg ones. So as you can see, tomorrow at 4, we'll see if I win that. And then this is the one that you just heard the cha-ching for. So Ashburnham, Massachusetts for $5.99. So I'll get that. Like I said, sold pretty instantly. I just listed it a couple hours ago. Not even. So anyways, that'll end it for this week. That's everything that's sold, and a little bit of inventory update on some inventory and a quick peek into how I keep track of what sells in that. As you can see, I started listing the 200 on the other side because now there's 600, 700 almost listings of things. So that's how I keep track of inventory. So we will see you next week.